lovely tea lovers, welcome back to our channel. This is Sally from Taishan Tea Club. In the last few videos, we've talked about the green tea and white tea. So today we are moving on to the next type of tea, the yellow tea. And today in this video, we're gonna do a special challenge. Stay tuned and let's get started. Okay, so yellow tea is traditional Chinese tea. So the yellow tea is slightly fermented tea, and it ferments just a little bit more than the white tea. And the processing of the yellow tea is similar to the green tea, but it has a little bit different. The first difference is that the drying process has a step difference, and the main difference is when yellow tea process, it has added steps, the encasing and steaming of the tea. That's the key to the yellow tea. So okay guys, today's challenge in this video is we gonna go around random shops to find yellow tea, because yellow tea is very precious. So that's why I'm just gonna walk into random shops, see if they sell yellow tea. It's gonna be fun. Okay, let's go. Okay, bye Stacy, we'll see you later. Bye bye. Okay, let's go. So okay, the most important process I've mentioned for the yellow tea is the steaming, which is the key to form the characteristics of yellow tea. And the main method is the tea leaves are killing and rolling wrapped in paper or piled up and covered with a damp cloth for several minutes or hours. It is an increasingly rare and expensive variety of tea. So yellow tea has been exist since ancient times, but different historical periods and different observation methods have given different meanings to the concept of yellow tea. So now we are going to our first shop to ask if they have yellow tea, and let's go and have a look. So the earliest recorded concept of yellow tea is different from the present day yellow tea. It is based on the original characteristics of tea tree species. The buds and leaves of the tea tree naturally appears to be yellow. So historically, before the development of a systematic series of tea classification and among many consumers, yellow teas were identified by intuition. This method of identifying yellow teas confuses between different teas with very different processing methods and tea qualities, so involving many different types of teas. Okay, so now we are going to our cars and getting into my car and go to some random shops to find out if they have yellow tea. Let's go. So in the green tea fried grain manufacturing practice, if the fresh leaves are not needed in the time after killing grain, or if they are not dried or fried in time after kneading, they are piled up for too long, they will all turn green. So if the kill grain and firing process temperature is low and steaming grain killing time is too long, they will also turn yellow as well. Now I'm thinking that's how it gets processed. Okay, so we are driving the car now and we are going to find our first random shop and to see if they sell yellow tea in the shop. Okay, I think I saw a shop that I wanted to go to. Okay, let's get off here, find a car park, check out that shop. Let's go. Okay, so we arrived to our first shop. This is a bubble tea shop and let's see if they have any yellow tea. So I'm looking at the menus here. Hello. So yeah, it doesn't seem like to be any here. So let me ask ask the shop first. Do you guys have yellow tea here?
Yellow tea?
Yeah.
The mango one?
Like 黄茶 yellow tea. Do you guys sell yellow tea here?
No, just green tea, black tea, and some kind of the oolong.
Okay, I see. But thank you so much. Cool, thank you. Bye bye. Okay, let's go to the next place. So, therefore, in the practice of firing green tea, the yellow tea class of tea is invented intentionally or perhaps unintentionally. This full production process was developed around 1570 AD. For example, one of the most produced yellow tea, Huang Da Cha, was created during the Ming Dynasty, so more than 400 years ago. And back then, it's heard that the yellow tea was reserved for emperors only. Okay, so we are here in the next shop. It's also a bubble tea, so we're gonna ask this shop if they sell yellow tea or not. Okay, hello. Yeah, so I wanted to have asked what sort of tea do you guys sell?
This is a menu.
Oh, thank you. Okay. I think you guys don't sell yellow tea, hey?
Yeah, we only have black tea, green tea, and fruit tea.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. We finished going to the second shop, and the second shop don't have any yellow tea as well. And okay, let's get into the next shop, see if they sell any yellow tea. Let's go.
Yeah, just something you get used to. Yeah, go blame the drum blows. Yeah, it's just the drum.
Okay, so the steaming process will allow the tea to oxidize at a slow rate for a brief period before the tea is heated fully to denature the oxidizing enzymes, producing a far more mellow taste than is found in most green teas. This also gives the tea leaves a slightly yellow coloring during the drying process. So yellow tea is often placed in the same category with green tea due to its light oxidation, but it's not quite green tea. So one of the primary aims of making yellow tea is to remove the characteristic grassy smell of green tea. Okay, so there are a lot of different types of yellow teas, but there are three main ones, such as 名鼎黄芽、莫干黄芽、君山银针。The reason why these three are the main ones, it's because the three main areas that grow yellow tea. So in the later videos, I will be talking about more types of yellow tea. Whew. Okay, so yellow tea has bud tea and leaf tea. To the new buds have different requirements, except the Huang Da Cha yellow tea requires 1 bud and 4 to 5 leaves of new tips. The rest of the yellow tea all have the requirement for buds and leaves. They are tender, fresh, uniform, and pure as the common points for the yellow tea. According to the tenderness of the fresh leaves and the size of the buds and leaves, it is divided into 3 categories, such as Huang Ya tea, Huang Xiao tea, and Huang Da tea. So we finished going to the 2 bubble tea shops, and none of these shops sell yellow tea. For the other tea shops, bubble tea shops, they won't let us in to film, so we're not gonna film them. But I've asked around the bubble tea shops near here, none of them sell yellow tea. And then I will do a conclusion back into the shop. Let's get back into the shop first. Let's go. Okay, we're back in here now, and we've walked through most of the bubble tea shops here, and then notice none of these bubble tea shops sell yellow tea. It's because yellow tea is very precious and it is very expensive, so not many shops use yellow tea as a source to make bubble tea. But anyways, let's talk about the benefits of drinking the yellow tea. It is good for people that are wanting to improve skin health because yellow tea contains such antioxidants and other nutritious components that keeps it moisturized. Because yellow tea is one of the best natural sources of antioxidants. It is so rich in the antioxidants. So neither green tea or any other types of tea can beat it. So because of that, yellow tea also takes care of the free radicals in the body. Also, it is good for people wanting to lose weight. Yellow tea is referred as diet tea because the ability to promote weight loss. Yellow tea contains a different type of caffeine compared to the green tea, and it is believed that the caffeine helps in reduction of body weight. Yellow tea can be more helpful in weight loss compared to green tea or any other types of tea. So, some other benefits to yellow tea, such as to keep the teeth healthy, prevent diabetes, prevent disorders related to bones, and so on. Next, let's talk about the storage. There are 2 tips for yellow tea storage. The first tip is you gotta store in a cool, dry place that is absent from direct sunlight. And the second tip is the tea is gonna be unopened to store in a fridge and to keep it refreshing. So for the 6 main types of tea, the one that is mostly unfamiliar to me is yellow tea. Even though it is Chinese specialty, but it has only far too few opportunities to appear in front of the public. Less popular than black and green teas. As my favorite tea is green tea, and I haven't been experienced a lot of yellow tea drinking, so in my opinion, even all the other teas are so popular, yellow tea are so often to be forgotten. But we shouldn't forget about yellow tea, because every tea has its uniqueness and then their own benefits to us. Just like in a film production, every small role is important to make the movie work, right? So, same as the yellow tea. It is not too strong, while the process of yellow tea is similar to green tea, but it is much more mellow and slightly less stimulating than green tea. So that's why it's not making a very strong taste. So why is yellow tea not as popular in the 6 main types of tea? So first, yellow tea itself is less produced and more expensive than the others. So it makes it harder to get on the market. Because of the streaming process that very depends on the skills. So even a good professional person will only have 30 to 40% of the chance of succeeding. So it became very less produced and more precious to the market. And second, it is difficult to operate the process of streaming the yellow tea, right? Resulting in many people making yellow tea that is too similar to the green tea. And people think it loses the characteristics of yellow tea itself. I'm not sure about that, but that's what people think. Okay. So yellow tea, why is it called yellow tea? A lot of people think it depends on the color. Not really. It can be right, but the most important reason is the process of the yellow tea that makes the difference. I think as a member of one of the 6 major tea families in China, yellow tea should not be forgotten and as an integral part of our Chinese tea culture. Okay, so we've reached to our end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and if you like today's video, please give a thumb up. And I would love to have some more comments below to talk about yellow tea or any Chinese tea. And then in the later videos, I will talk more towards some different types of yellow tea. Because we don't have yellow tea here at the moment. We are ordering from China, and then once it arrives, I will get a taste and then get a review on that. The yellow tea video will come out later. I don't know when. But anyways, I am happy for today's challenge as well. And the purpose of doing this challenge, this experiment, is to really see how rare is the yellow tea. So in the result, yellow tea is very precious though. So thank you and stay tuned. I will see you in the next video.
Just something you get used to, yeah. Go blame the drum blows, yeah. It's just the June blues, yeah. Walk around like who you, yeah. Just something you get used to,